a year and a half after 9/11. So jobs were not easy to come by for a brown man with a beard at that moment in time. So I was just taking whatever job would pay me in cash. And these were two jobs that paid me in cash. I was crestfallen when Shefali didn't get it because her category was before me. Shivani was she was screaming, "Winner, winner, chicken dinner." Then my parents were crying. It's a lot of crying.
Ivy, congratulations on your big Emmy win.
Thank you so much.
So well deserved.
Thank you.
I want to tell you, the last time you and Shefali did an interview with me,
Yes, I remember.
Shefali called it. Do you remember? She said you're going to win, and you said, no.
My job at the Emmys was to cheer for Shefali Shah, who I think is one of the greatest actors of her generation. We can all agree. So yeah, that's why I went.
But do you remember? She called it in the interview. She said, you're going to win. And you said, not possible.
Shefali, love you. You're amazing. And I got to spend really a weekend with her and see the effect that she has on other people, which is magnetic. She has a presence and it's great.
Now, can we talk a little bit about your experience at the Emmys? I remember you said, "Kuch nahi hoga to chocolate kha ke aur certificate leke wapas aa hi jayenge,"
Yeah.
right? How different was it this time?
It's very surreal, and I don't remember a lot of it, but I'd made up my mind to have a good time. Because the last time I was at the Emmys was a little stressful, so I was like, I'm going to enjoy every moment. So I'll put on the outfit and I'll drink the prosecco and I'll do the shaking hands and all of that stuff that I'm not naturally very good at. Then at the dinner, you have dinner before that. I realized I was at a table with lots of people who I really enjoy. You know, there was Monica and there was Netflix and there's Shefali and Akash and Reg who made the special with me, and I'm like, I'm gonna just enjoy these people. And then we won, which is insane.
Were you expecting it even a little bit when you were sitting in that room thinking, I have a feeling I might?
No, I was crestfallen when Shefali didn't get it because her category was before me. And then they said it's a tie. When it came to best comedy, it's like there's two envelopes. The statistical likelihood of that happening is very rare. So the idea that me and another show or two shows got the same number of votes is very rare.
Yeah.
But that's the first time I thought maybe I have a shot.
Oh.
Because there's 4 nominees, so at least I have a 50% shot.
Right.
And then my name came first. So and then I ran up. I have no clue what I said. I don't know what the speech was.
It's
nothing.
very nice.
And then I panicked and I came off stage and I kind of found my manager and I was like, did I thank Netflix? And he said yes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, did I thank my wife? And he said yes. I'm like, did I get the Academy? He's like, yes. And when you win, you get surrounded really fast and they whisk you off to some media junket, blah, 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 blah. And my manager, Reg, is really good about finding real moments when he sees that I'm lost in headlights. So he's like, you're standing near a dishwasher station. Take a photo right now because you used to be a dishwasher once.
I would love to talk a little bit more about the days when you were a dishwasher. And I also believe a doorman at some point at some cafe I read.
It's called the Grand Lux Cafe in Chicago. Yeah. And I don't want to say it to fetishize struggle or anything like that. You know, I was just fresh out of college.
Yeah.
And I graduated with a theatre major.
Yeah.
A year and a half after 9/11. So jobs were not easy to come by for a brown man with a beard at that moment in time. So I was just taking whatever job would pay me in cash.
Right.
And these were two jobs that paid me in cash.
So how did you kind of manage at that point to also do what you love doing?
I wasn't doing stand-up then. The plan
okay.
was to be a college professor and to teach Shakespeare and hopefully teach drama. So that was the plan. But if you want to see the universe have a sense of humor, tell them your plans, right?
And how did the switch then happen? Like,
started doing amateur nights in Chicago. I'd done a stand-up show in college. And then I came back to India and there's a lady called Vidyun Singh at the India Habitat Center. Yeah. And she gave me my first show, from a lady called Surjit Khanna in DPS to Vidyun Singh at the India Habitat Center to a lady called Sabina Saikia, who was the editor of the Delhi Times and gave me my first gig in Mumbai, to Vandana Malik, at CNBC, Vikram Bhatt, who put me in a movie called Mumbai Salsa. Kind of been the kindness of people going, he's not ready yet, but there's something there, so let's give him an opportunity.
Wow, imagine from not wanting to be a stand-up comic to going on the Emmy stage and winning it.
It's a little bit insane.
And of course, you ventured into acting for a short while. Is there something we're going to see you do again?
For sure. I just wrapped up a series with Applause. I just wrapped up a series with Amazon. I start a feature that I'll be in soon, in February. I have an American series in development, so you'll see a lot of acting in the next 3-4 years.
What's the one other experience from the day at Emmys that you're going to take back with you, apart from, of course, winning?
I got given a really nice hotel room. Thank you, Netflix. And when I walked in, there was this, My life is very small things. I apologize, right? But
It's not small. Your life is not
no,
small.
I know, but
Veer.
I like small things, right?
You like small things, and that is
So,
good.
There's this kind of dessert cart
Yeah.
that was there from the International Emmy people, and some chocolate covered strawberries, this and that, da, da, da. But there's one cookie that said International Emmy Awards nominee, and I was like, if I win, I'll eat it, and if I don't win, I won't eat it. And at the end of the night, the people who worked on the special
Yeah.
and the Netflix people, we all went up to my room and we all ordered New York pizza. And then they all left, and I picked up the cookie, and every part of your body thinks this will not be a great cookie. You know what I mean? Because it's 3 days old, right? And if it tastes good, it'll be because I won an Emmy award, etc., etc. But objectively, clinically, and scientifically, damn good cookie, like solid cookie. So I'm like, this is like, Sone pe Sohaga. Like the cookie is awesome.
Okay, what's the first call that you received after people got to know you won an Emmy? Who was
My
the
wife.
first person who called you, and
My
what
wife,
did they
Shivani.
say?
My wife.
Your wife.
Shivani she was screaming, winner, winner, chicken dinner. Then my parents were crying. It's a lot of crying.
Yeah, just happiness.
Yeah, so not me, just everybody around me seemed to be tearing up.
We, as a stand-up comic in India in today's scene, let's say if you put out something or say give an opinion, or we've seen so many really unfortunate instances where stand-up comics have, been taken to jail or things like that. I don't want to get into the politics of it, of course, but in terms of just allowing people to do the job, because and trying to kind of have that sense of humor and take things as a joke as they're meant to.
I think Indians have a wonderful sense of humor. I do.
Okay.
And it's fashionable to say that we're very offended by everything, but
Yeah.
no more or less than anywhere in the world. Please
Sure.
trust me. I see the world as a comic
Yeah.
more than most comics in the world get to see the world.
Right.
Even very powerful people can take a joke. What I always tell people is please remember that our job was created to make beautiful, chosen, powerful people seem more human.
Yes.
It's the ultimate compliment.
Yes.
And please remember that there's nothing that I can say about anyone that is going to be worse than the things I say about myself on stage.
Yeah.
I make fun of myself more than anybody else.
Yeah.
So, the golden rule of stand-up is this. If you hear a joke you don't like, wait 10 seconds and there'll be a joke about somebody else. So just relax.
At any of these shows that you've been performing for years now, is there a one compliment or one instant that really stood out for you, or an instant that kind of changed you a little bit in a way because someone said something?
People just say keep going. And they're two very small words, but they're two very, very big words. Keep going means that I see you and you see me. And we both feel seen in this moment.
So to keep going then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much for
you,
talking to me, and congratulations again on your win.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.